Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Aligned and Alive. Today we are diving into the world of carbohydrates to understand what they are, how they impact and how to choose them wisely. We'll also be exploring why managing carbs is critical for overall health. Carbohydrates are one of the three main macronutrients and they are your body's primary energy source. As discussed in earlier videos, proteins and fats also provide energy, but they have crucial functions to play in the body. So that is why carbohydrates should always be your primary energy giver. Think of carbs as fuel for your brain and central nervous system during your movement and exercise. If you think that cutting down on carbs will help you with the weight loss, then it might not be sustainable for you. Remember that protein and fats, instead of performing their primary functions, they can come and compensate for your carbohydrate deficiency. For instance, protein, instead of building and repairing your muscles, it can get diverted to provide the energy, and this can lead to muscle breakdown and slower metabolism. Nearly 45 to 65% of your daily calories should come from carbohydrates, though this can vary depending on individuals' health goals and medical conditions. We have two different types of carbohydrates. They are simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbs are nothing but your fruit juices, sugars, candies and processed food. They get easily digested and they can influence your blood sugar regulation. Complex carbohydrates like your whole grains, legumes, they are fuller in nature and they don't get digested easily, which will give you steady energy. What happens when you eat too much of simple carbohydrates is your body rapidly breaks them down and it leads to rise in blood sugar levels, and the excess blood glucose levels has to be eliminated in some form. That's where insulin comes into picture. The insulin that is produced by your pancreas is going to quickly take all the raised sugar from the blood and store as excess fat. Whereas when you eat complex carbohydrates, they usually tend to digest slower, releasing energy slowly into the body, and that's what will keep your blood sugars under control. India is often called as the diabetes capital of the world, and one big reason is our love for white rice and grains. Many of us get about 70% of the calories from carbohydrates, which is a bit more than what's healthy. Excess carbohydrates can lead to something known as insulin resistance, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Now here's the good news, that you'll not have to eliminate grains completely to treat your diabetes or pre-diabetes. You just have to change very few things in your diet, and what's that? Fibers. Fiber is the secret to making your carbohydrates healthier. There are two different types of fibers, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber dissolves in water, forms a jelly-like substance that helps in slowing down the digestion and also further helps in managing your blood sugars and cholesterol levels. Foods that are rich in soluble fiber include oats, sweet potatoes, apples and legumes. Whereas insoluble fiber doesn't dissolve in water, but it adds bulk to the stool and helps in regular bowel movements. And the foods that are rich in insoluble fiber include whole grains, nuts and seeds and your fruits. India's traditional diets were always rich in whole grains and plant-based fibers, but urbanization has shifted this balance. By returning to the same plant-based fibers, we can combat the rising diabetes and also support long-term health. Enjoy your carbs like poha, dosa, idli, rice, roti, pasta, but with a healthier twist. And here's how you do it. Follow these three simple steps. Step number 1. Maintain a ratio of 1:2 for your carbohydrates and vegetables. For instance, if you take a cup of rice, include 2 cups of vegetables. Step number 2. Protein is to be added in all 3 major meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Step number 3. Create a healthy plate. Divide a plate into 3 parts where half of the portion is full of vegetables, 1/4 of the portion is for protein and the other 1/4 is for carbohydrates. By following these simple steps, you will not only see blood sugar regulation and boost your energy, but also see a positive impact on the weight. Carbohydrates aren't the enemy. They are essential for your energy and health. By choosing right carbohydrates like your complex carbs, adding fibers, and balancing the plate with the 3 steps that we've discussed, you can not only nourish your body but do not have to compromise on your taste and health. Together, let's make smarter choices and lead a disease-free life. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.